Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Oh, no, I'm not. And if you don't know me, that's okay. Hopefully you'll find that this will be an important video. This video is for the activators only, period. You hunters, when you decide to get out of the house and go out to a park and do an activation and start that little addiction, then pay attention because hopefully this will help you. What I want to talk about is you, the activator, and what you accomplish on your activation. There's a lot of yous in this video, but it's intentional. First of all, remember, wherever you go, it's your activation. Nobody tells you how to do it. Nobody tells you how to log. Nobody tells you what antennas to use. Nobody tells you what radios to use. You use what you want. Your style you will create. When I say style, I mean if you're going to run fast, if you're going to take your time, if you're going to do it on the laptop, if you're going to do it under a shelter. There's a lot of yous that are being chosen by yourself. As I said, this is for the activators, and I'm going to talk about numbers, and I'm intentionally bringing it up because I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to think that you have to have the most all the time and be the fastest and this becomes a contest rhythm. No, don't do that. When we started out, that's me, myself, and I, all three of us, we spent 2.5 hours to get 20-some contacts, 30-some contacts. We tried different antennas. The Wolf River Coil was our biggest one. It done good for us. It done what we wanted, but we only went on 2 bands. And then we switched over to a different antenna through a recommendation from Mike, my county hunting partner, and got on the end fed and things changed. Propagation changed. As you, an activator, don't try to get 50 contacts and fret because you got 20. Be grateful for the 20 you got. Don't try to get 100 contacts because somebody else can or has. They're not you. Their conditions aren't yours. I'll boastfully be proud that I have done 200, 300, 400. Those are levels of accomplishment when the things are in line. Propagation's there. I started at the right time of the day. Started on the right band. I check the spotting page, see where activity is. If there's no activity there, 2 things. You can think this way, well, let's go make some, or let's not. Let's go somewhere where there's activity. With cycle 25, the bands are totally changing. I'll give you a real quick example. Yesterday we went out and done 75, 76 contacts on 15 meters. I haven't done that in 2 years. The bands are opening up. Yesterday I did not work all the bands that I wanted to because I run out of time. As an activator, you put into your activation as much time as you want. Not what somebody else suggests or has done. It's not them. You're the activator, and I'm focusing on that word. You're the activator. It's your activation, and you run whatever amount of contacts you want. If you want to do 50 and you're not there, keep working. If you want to do 50 and you're not getting them, try something different. Go to another band. Some people go to FT8, FT4. I don't do that, so I don't focus on that. You got the spotting page and you got your keyer with you. Go to the CW portion. The spotting page already tells you their call sign. Already tells you their part number. So go make a quick contact. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever. You're 5NN or 599. Oh, you might have to give your park number. That's okay. You should know it if you're going to be playing with CW. It doesn't mean you got to do 20 words a minute. No, 5 words a minute is fine. Remember that many operators will slow down. Some won't. You're going to find that in every group. But some will stop in a heartbeat to help you get a contact. Going back to this beginning, it's your activation. You work as many numbers as you want. If you want 100 for the day, you'll learn how to do it. You'll take one activation at a time to do it. But it's not a race. Did you hear that? It's not a contest. Did you hear that? It's your activation. Now, I'll share a little bit about me. I like numbers, but I like to be friendly with the numbers. I don't want you ever to think that you're just a click on the belt. I got another notch to go. And no. I try to become personable and friendly as I do it. I try to remember people's names after the conversations because I don't use a laptop device out in the field. Me, I'm an old-fashioned fart. I do it paperwork. Logging, pencil, paper, spill my coffee. I still can read mine. I don't have to be dependent on a battery except my internal battery, which runs down, I'm afraid. There you go. Your activation. You don't worry about the numbers other people run. When we each brag in our own way on Facebook about what we did, most 90% of us are just sharing the fun day we had in amateur radio, in the amount of parks that we ran that day, 5, 10, 15, 20 in a 24-hour period. Those are all individual accomplishments that people want to try for, shoot for, and accomplish. But none of that happens without you, the activator. That hunter can't get nothing from the field unless we, the activators, are out in the field. I appreciate your time. Remember, it's your activation. The numbers that you see other people do and get, don't let that bother you in the least. People on the West Coast, the time of the day is, 4 or 5 hours difference. East Coast starts early. It's okay. Just go out and do the best part you can, and POTA, Parks on the Air, and that's called having fun. I have a little saying that I use, and I'll share it with you, and I'd like you really to put it in the back of your head and get the contesting tactics out of your head. And remember this, that with Parks on the Air, it's a field day every day. Every day we go out, we can have a lot of fun making a lot of contacts across the world, but it's up to us. Your hunters appreciate you more than you realize. You'll receive fancy emails, you'll receive wood nickels, you'll receive all sorts of things from people. But it takes you. You're the activator. You do what you want to do at the speed you want to travel, in the direction you want to go, and you'll do just fine. And you're going to have a oops moment. That's part of learning. November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima. Oh yeah, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers, and I'm not. Just a crazy old man who appreciates what the good Lord's given me. 73s, and may God bless.